We're here with the organizer for the March Against Monsanto in Victoria. This is the third one, Laura Weileby. Thank you so much for putting this together. We had an amazing day. What got you excited to put this event together?
Well, this is the third one I'm doing right now, and the fantastic turnout that we've had through the last two marches is inspiration definitely for me to do it again.
And so how did you get introduced to this cause to begin with?
Well, I can't remember how it all started. I remember hearing about the March Against Monsanto and what a cocky bunch of people they were, and I thought they really needed to be put in their place. And when I found out they didn't have an organizer here in Victoria yet, then I actually gave it some thought, and I blew it off at first, and then I found out my girlfriend had taken it over. So it was the two of us at first for a little bit, and then she left it in my lap. So I'm very happy to be doing it.
So what is it about Monsanto that drove you to do this?
Monsanto, the seeds of evil. Oh boy, I don't know. Where do you start with Monsanto? Their history, they go back so far. They were helped to create the atom bomb. They were helped to create Agent Orange. It was sprayed on all the Vietnamese people. They still suffer to this day. They are going after the small farmers who don't have the money to fight back. Because why? Because they infiltrated their garden with their corrupt seeds? I mean, it's just the whole notion of the whole idea behind Monsanto. They just smell, to tell you the truth.
So why a march? Why would you do a march?
Why would I do a march? Well, people get upset and they get angry with what's going on in the world, and they need an outlet. And they need a positive, powerful means to express themselves and to tell and inform the rest of the world about what's going on. There's all sorts of it's the corruption, the government corruption. They're all bought out by the corporations. They're trying to mastermind the whole world, and if we don't stand up and say something, we're lost. Look at the boat that we're in today. This is our mess. We let this happen in North America. We're going around all naively believing in the altruism of our government, taking care of us and doing what we think they're supposed to be doing on our behalf. And we're forking out our money, our hard-earned taxes and everything else. And what happened, eh? Wow, thanks to the internet and, activist groups like the March Against Monsanto and many others, the world is waking up. We're finding out what is really going on here.
And this is happening worldwide.
It definitely is. The March Against Monsanto had over 400 marches today in over 50 countries worldwide. It's a huge organization and only getting bigger.
So you were sending echoes through downtown Victoria. Tell us what you did.
I was shouting, booming, yelling echoes all over the place. Yeah, what did we do? We just tried to get the word out. That's what we did, the best way we know how.
Monsanto, we don't want your GMO! If you're proud of what you make, then label it! If you're proud of what you make, then label it! No, Monsanto, we don't want your GMOs! If you're proud of what you make, then label it! For heaven's sake!
Now, did you set up the police escort in advance, or how did that come together? Because you tied up traffic.
Oh, I most definitely did. We most definitely did. And yes, I did phone the police, the Victoria Police, and they were really awesome to provide the escort today and ensure the safe march of everybody involved. Thank you to them for that.
It's almost as though you have to get the mechanism of the day-to-day to stop, to get people to turn their heads and look. So actually stopping traffic. I love that.
I love that too. I love that when you get a crowd gathering, you can tell people are listening and they're paying attention. There's nothing better.
Yeah, so there were hundreds and hundreds of people here today. You organized music, speakers. Was there what are you most inspired about from this movement and all the people that you've seen come together for this?
Oh, gee, it's hard to say. Most inspired about? I meet so many great people being involved in this, you know, between the single mother that came out with her kid to help and volunteer today, to the awesome bands that we have playing here in the background. I mean, there's just so many really great people that to meet and get to know, you know.
And what would you want to tell people that are watching in terms of what they can do themselves?
What they can do themselves? Well, first thing that comes to mind is you can go to my Facebook page, the March Against Monsanto, Victoria, BC, and I have 23 tips on how to fight for food security on your own. You know, it doesn't matter where you live, you can grow your own food, even if it's stringing the plants in front of your window or putting them in rows along the wall in your living room. You can, you know, there's so many ways to fight for food security.
And if there's one last thing that you could tell the audience at home, what would it be?
Don't give up, man. Never give up. We are making strides every day. There is so much going on right now that it's monstrous to think about, you know? It seems like baby steps, but you think about how much work and how many people are involved in order to make the legislation that's changing, you know? I mean, isn't that exciting about Russia? You know, I mean, it doesn't really matter how it all came about to me, but the thought of them even making it a criminal offense to be associated with dealing with GMOs, I mean, oh, that's really exciting.
It is absolutely thrilling. The world is coming together, and I would just want to say thank you on behalf of people here in Victoria and the people watching at home. Thank you so much for all the work that you put into this, Laura. It was incredible. Another very successful event, and you are bringing people together, so congratulations. I'm Greg Hill with Freedom Free for All TV, and we are ChangeVictoria.org. We'll see you next time.